My name is Michelle Williams. I am the Executive Director of Arts Council Santa Cruz County. I am also mother to Andrew, 3.5 going on 30, and Alex, 2.5 going on, I don't even know. I am not a practicing artist, but I think it is definitely an art, not a science, being a full-time executive director and what feels like also a full-time mom. So that's the current art that I practice. Some of you, I think, are right there with me. I work in the arts because time and again, the arts saved my life. I grew up in a very chaotic environment. My father was a symphony conductor and my mother a composer. And so we spent our lives following their music. And that meant moving every couple of years, which meant for me, as a young child, changing schools every couple of years. Something of the order of 8 different schools in grade school and 3 different high schools. And I don't know if many of you have experienced what that's like, but it's terrifying, and it's isolating, and it's scary. And what I would do at every single school is find my community and find my people by finding the choir kids and the drama kids and the band geeks and the orchestra geeks and the poets and the writers. These were my people. And they welcomed me every single time with open arms, and not just because we all shared a language and a passion for and a care for the arts, but because the arts are a come-as-you-are community. We take all kinds. And if you grew up a little bit quirky like me and maybe some of the other folks here, that's incredibly valuable. And I continued in my practice. I became a musical theater actress. I sang in concert halls across Europe. I have sung in recording studios across the country, and I've danced on Broadway stages. And I was actually living in Manhattan, in Lower Manhattan, during 9/11. And I ended up doing a great deal of volunteering at Ground Zero. And it was there that I found my greater calling, which ended up being something above and beyond being a performer. It was a call to service, to do what I could to make the world better for my friends, my neighbors, and for strangers. And I also fell in love with the nonprofit sector in that time. And so in that work, I ended up coming back to the arts and coming back to my roots to work in the arts. And that is how I now follow that call of service, because I know that the arts are the finest way to solve community problems, to bring people together, to inspire community change. And sometimes the arts allow you to do that in a sideways way when maybe coming straight on doesn't work. A great example of that, was referenced earlier, was the Ebb and Flow River Arts Festival that we did this summer, which we did in partnership with so many people here. You know, it's not the Arts Council's mission to change the conversation about water and inspire conservation, but it is our mission to make this community better. And so we did that through awesome art creations that many of you in this audience created, while changing the conversation about water and conservation. Another example, and this is a very personal thing for me right now, is supporting the artists and the families who live and work here at the Tannery. And I do this, and again, I work in the arts because that is how we can follow this call of service. I do this, and we moved the Arts Council to the Tannery Arts Center, and we signed a 30-year lease, which, by the way, is longer than I have ever lived anywhere. Because to me, I believe in the mission of this place, and that is to be the heart of the arts in Santa Cruz County. And not just for the artists and the families who live here, but for everybody here who can come in this community. And you know, I walk these halls and I walk this campus and I feel like a mere mortal walking among giants. The people here, they create, they inspire, they teach, they do things that I can't even imagine, and I am honored every day to breathe the same air that they do, to breathe the same air that all of you do. So that's why I am here. I hope that's why you're here. And I hope every single one of you will come back, because at the Tannery, we take all kinds. We are your community. We will welcome all of you and all of the beautiful and wonderful ways you are, because in the arts there is something for everybody. So come back, come get inspired, and join us. Thank you.